What has your experience been so far?
Very well. I really like one of the best experience because I've been on the campaign trail 2007, 2011, and I've seen a very, very far different scenario.
That is for which one? For the BSO, Buhari Support
for
Organization?
Buhari Support Organization.
Okay.
But what I'm seeing now is entirely a different season, a different time. I think Nigerians are really up to the task, and they are really willing to show Nigerians that we are ready. We have to move Nigeria to a new direction. They are tired of what they have been seeing. They are tired of what they have. Everybody is waiting for Nigeria, not only Nigerians. Even people that are not Nigerians are waiting for Nigeria to get that go, so that the country will now come back to where we want to go to. And they have seen that we can't be recycling people, and we can't be doing the same thing and think of a new result. Definitely, we have to do something new. And that thing that we want to do now is just for us to tell them that we have removed an incumbent government in this country. And now we have to show them that we small parties too can win, because people are the structure. Those people that are queuing at the filling station, those people that are queuing in the bank, they are the structure. So nobody can come and downside you and say that we don't have the chance. Every party have a chance, but Labour Party is in that cruising to get the presidency.
Why did you leave BSO? I mean, naturally, the thing that you will continue that trajectory with the APC, but you left that and came to Labour. Why?
No, it's not about party, it's about Nigerians. The problem people normally have is that you are not looking at the voter, at the contest for everything about election. People will come here, I used to watch your program. Everybody come to now talk about his party, talk about the principle, pen them to well. But at the end, they forget that it's about the voter, it's about that ordinary Nigerian. So what makes me is that there is nobody that enjoy the goodwill of Nigeria like APC and Muhammadu Buhari. But there is nobody reciprocate that goodwill that was given to them. If that's something he has asked us to stop sweeping the road, we will have swept the road together with him. But as I'll talk to you today, if you read throughout all the newspapers you have seen today, what is lacking, there is not even communication between the government and the governed. That's the height of the pains Nigerians, and nobody is saying, like for example, up in the north where I come from, you don't have to give me anything, but give me good words. Talk to me. Show me that you feel, even if you can't address my problem, show me you are aware, and you give me good words. We call it consoling words, you understand? But if you see the trajectory of the 7 years, like somebody is showing that, like people are begging him to rule them. Like the people in charge are feeling that you just have to take what we give you. No, it don't work like that. Governance is about people. There is nothing, you can't come to television and show the big road, you show the infrastructure. No, when you come to television, you talk about people. All I'm saying is that if you look at Nigerians from 1999 to date, anybody that has gone close to the power has now his life changed. You see some of them with no vehicle now have fleet of vehicles just by association close to the government. Everybody, being a commissioner, being a governor, son of a governor, child of a governor, everybody along that way has changed. But look at the voter. That's the problem we're having. Look at the voter. So if you want to do explanation, look at the voter from 1999 today. A man that is staying in a rented 100,000 naira apartment, go and check where he is today. Maybe 20,000, maybe just a broad, uncompleted building staying his life. Nobody, you don't feel that connection that something is happening to the poor masses. You see the whole nation giving that push that we feel what you are feeling. If Nigerian masses have this connection between their leaders, I don't think we will not be here talking about all these things. Look at our roads, look at our hospital, look at everything you can think of. But the feeling is already there. When we are going around as Labour Party with Peter Obi, what we are seeing and the action and the reaction from people is that they are seeing somebody that is now coming closer to them. And this election is not going to be about posters, about billboard, about campaigning. Some of this campaign, it makes people more angrier. What people are seeing is that...
Some of which campaign?
Some of the things that are seen on the television, somebody is like doing work on yourself, because you steal the money or you get money from anywhere you can get, because you have this big war chest, then you can play all billboard, you can buy off everything, but you can't buy off the heart of the people, because the reality is there. Immediately if somebody finish watching your television program or was looking at your billboard, but he can't eat, his wife is in the hospital, he don't know what to do, that advert become pain to him. Because why people make advert is because we make advert because once people see you in the advert, they get agitated, they get happy, they get interested. But they are PR people. I think them, just pay money, do billboard, and they feel that buying bill, you are making presence. No, it's not making presence. Going to campaign rally, bringing a person to campaign rally that his son is at home, not going to school, and then you give him 1,500 to come to a big rally. Then you copy the big rally, say, we are presence. No, you are not presence, because those people are just there to collect their 150 just to go back home. But the pain is already carrying them in their heart, and they will show it on that ballot paper that day.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, on election, on my way to work this morning, I did see a big billboard for Peter Obi and Mr. Datti. And it's interesting that you talk about how what you guys are working towards is a Nigeria where, you know, that works for everybody.
Yes.
I saw that on the billboard on my way to work this morning. So you are also doing billboards.
Yeah.
You're doing billboards, yeah. And you don't think that people will be angry when they see that, right?
You get angry because we are not in government.
Okay.
We are not the one that steal their money. We are not the one that's showing them work out there and giving them shaggy. That's the problem. There is somebody that is in charge today. There is the responsibility of somebody today. So you can't shift the responsibility. Just the way some people talk to me in the north. They said, if I talk to them, they said, don't you see what is happening in the southeast? IPOP and ACN killing the northerners. I said, it's not the duty of Mr. Peter Obi. That's not his duty. The duty still is Muhammad Buhari. That's his duty. So you don't shift the blame. There is House of Assembly members, there is State Assembly members, there is a governor. It's not him. So they say, no, he's supposed to say something. I said, when will that one become a duty for somebody to say something? What is duty? Is somebody that said, I will take my responsibility to protect lives and property, and also not to designate any crime with a tribe or religion. What is a crime is a crime. Whether it's been done to a Muslim or done to a Christian or a tribe that has committed it, crime is a crime. Okay. So if we judge it as a crime, nobody will start to blame what it's about. So we are not the ruling party. What we are saying is that we are presenting ourselves, because that's what we feel in Labour Party. It's not about Mr. Peter Obi, it's not about Mr. Datti Ahmed, it's about Labour Party. It's about Nigerians that pick among this and said, we are going to actualize our dream of a new Nigeria through one of the, everybody knows, from what the trajectory of what we are seeing from after 2015, everybody knows one day Nigerians are going to select somebody, irrespective of religion and tribe, and stick to that person. And if you're warning to him, that person is that, if we can remove this incumbent president, remove an incumbent party, that's mean if you come, it's not about you. If you didn't do the right thing, we are going to keep on changing you till we get the right person that will now respect his promise to Nigerians and also do the right thing.
What I find interesting is your optimism, because as you said, you are a member of the Buhari Support Organization, and you seem to have been disappointed. Such you have, you're now with the Obi Datti campaign, you're supporting Big Tent is supporting the Obi Datti campaign. By itself, I mean, Big Tent, is it a separate body just by itself, or does it exist because of the Obi Datti campaign? Just trying to understand
it existed before Obi Datti. It's a group of smaller parties and also CSOs and NGOs and a group of Nigerians in and outside Nigeria that feel that we have to create what is called the third force. We have to create a sense of recruitment of the new leadership that we want. We want to bring a think tank that will sit down to itemize even post-election activities for the next person that is going to be the next president. And then we have our main man before, Mr. Pantotumi, which we wanted to, and also talk to Labour Party on what we want to do. But when we have the traction coming from Mr. Peter Obi and him move to Labour Party, I think it's very something to do that instead of us to hide under something that we know we didn't believe in, then we now say that a part of them, first to look at them, who among them with his ticket, just the mode as which he become the candidate. It's also something that we have to look at. But look at the character. the passion, the competence among all these candidates. Because, for example, what even, for example, are on site that makes us to feel more comfortable is the hands of God that we have seen. Somebody predicted Nigeria will end by 2050. So another doomsayers are already predicting something will happen in 2020. But we can see the hands of God in all what we are doing. For example, look at National Assembly passed in a bill that removed them to be part of the delegates. It's after they sent this and now they now realize it's only God can do that. And you can see them, they pass Vivas, they pass the IRF. See, after they passed it, they now say, how can we do this? That's the work of God. And you can see they have 100 million naira tickets from all of the parties. They have almost 20 candidates. And they will end up with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's a hand of God. And you can see the same thing. After that, they come and join a Muslim ticket. It's the hand of God. So you can see the trace that God is trying to do something for this country. And it's paining a lot of people because they can't solve the problem. Now the subsidy issue is coming. Now they are fighting the villa. They are now fighting the cabal. So you can see all of Nigerians are doing is that we leave it to God. God knows our pain. A lot of people had died. A lot of people, women are now widows. A lot of people cannot go to school. People cannot eat. And they have cried to God. And let me tell you, there is no place on earth that God has been praised like Nigeria. And he will listen to us. And God will create a system for us. I'm just wondering,
because I mean, when I was talking about your optimism, because some people will also say that, you know, it's one thing to campaign. When people campaign, they do not exactly wear the shoes of those who are governing. It's another thing for them to be in governance and to actually see the difference. For instance, we do know that the APC talked about how subsidy was a scam. I mean, we've heard this way before now, even though all the parties are now saying they're going to take away subsidy. But subsidy was always on the table. We're still seeing the fuel scarcity as a problem in recent times. Do you think that it's more about the challenges, which some people will say are a bit difficult to solve? Because we understand that, you know, the APC planned to remove subsidy, but they were afraid of the effect it will have on the people. And as such, they had to leave it because they thought that would increase the suffering of the people. When you study what exactly has been going on in government, do you really think that this is the difference between campaigning and actually settling down into governance?
No, I think the problem is that immediately after election, some people start to put up themselves towards next election. So Nigeria is just election cycles. So nobody thinks of, I would dare to do whatever I want to do for this country, even if I didn't get the second term. So a lot of people think that having second term is more important than putting Nigeria at first. So if you're afraid, you know that this is what is right. You know this is what you're supposed to do. But we are thinking about, okay, I can't do this because I know if I do this, I will not get the second term. So that's what caused the problem. And also, when you get the second term, people around you that want to now succeed you will now tell you, don't do this, because if you do this, it's going to backfire on us. So the system is just organized towards election to election to election. So there is no in-between of what people are supposed to do to win the heart of the people. And also, because the people around the system, the people that run the system, that cripple the institutions, and they feel they are stronger than the institution, are the ones that are looking for who become next in line at the governor's level or at the presidential level. So those people that you can see governors, they are just creating and shoving themselves, trying to see who will going to be anointed and be. So they now not going to be at the side of the people. So if you do the calculation from the party to the ruling class, nobody is at the side of the people.
But nobody likes to lose elections. No political party likes to
that's
lose
what I'm saying.
elections.
This is what I'm saying.
So what makes you,
in Labour Party,
what makes you optimistic this time around that things will be different?
That's the conversation we had. Even yesterday, there's a conversation with the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. And he's saying it clearly. He said, if I refuse to, because this was Pashola told us. He said, if we refuse to do the right thing, don't vote us back. That's what he said in 2014. Momo, their chairman then, even said, you can go ahead and even stone us if you don't do this A, B, C, and D. So what we are saying is that he is saying the same thing. I said, hold us responsible. Me and my vice president, Dr. Ahmed, hold us responsible. This is our pact with you. And we are taking the pact. The young people are the idea, we are not there for politics. 80% of obedience that I know have something doing. They are professionals, they don't know what they are doing. So they are not active politicians if you see the people around. So what we are saying is clear. We are here for Nigeria. If it refuses to work, because nobody is here for him to get an appointment. Nobody is putting anything, said, I'm giving you my money so that you can do a lot of billboards and you can do a lot of campaign. Then at the end, allow me to continue doing illegal bunkering, or I should continue to get a minister, or you give me this there is no that conversation with Mr. Peter Obi. That's what we are saying. That's the kind of system we want to carry, so that if he fails us, or if his candidacy with and they said it to us, if we didn't get you what you want, remove us and bring another person. But what we are going to achieve with that is that if we can achieve to put up a president on a platform using protest campaign, using what is called social engineering of people in Nigeria, talking to people and not holding ourselves into a structure of failure, a structure that is not giving Nigeria anything. The structure as they are telling Nigerians today, then because I know a lot of them, they come and say, winning election is about structure. The structure has already collapsed, because the structure is the same people that we go to market together, that are being built structure and they're suffering together with us.